Hello, babies. Audio Jungle.
Hello, BBs. So today I was trying to decide what I was going to do with you guys. I'm waiting for 2 boxes of makeup to come, so I'm super anxious about that. But I did want to do my makeup today, so I decided on story time. Story time, motherfuckers! Sorry. This is not PG. I am never PG, but I am lovely. Anyway, let's start off with just over 5 years ago. Me and my now husband met. We were together trying to decide what we're going to do with our life. We decided, after debate of possibly going to California, that we would move to Oregon. We are from Pennsylvania. That's where we resided on and off most of our lives. So, because of life and things, whatever, we decided we were going to do Oregon. Now, going to Oregon, not always easy depending on what you do in life. Me and my husband are tattooers. We're tattooers by trade. We're subcontractors. And coming from Pennsylvania, it is not a licensed state. That being said, we didn't have licenses. We were coaxed by an individual who I will not name, but I will call Taz. We'll just call him Taz. Taz asked us to come to Oregon. He had space in his studio, and he wanted us to be a part of the team. He'd been watching us for so long. Blah, blah, blah. You guys are amazing. Come. So we sit and talk about what we're gonna do. I can't find my foundation to save my life right this moment. What in the world is going on? Okay, I'll just use this. I don't know what just happened, but makeup disappeared. All right. So Taz convinced us to move out west. We'd been wanting to for some time. We thought about it. We're like, all right, dude, like, what do we need to tattoo out there? Obviously we had our bloodborne pathogens and all that good stuff, but we were not licensed in Pennsylvania because there is no licensing laws. As long as you run according to, like, zoning and shit, you're pretty much okay in Pennsylvania. Anyway, he's like, no, you don't need anything. You're good. Just get out here. I want you guys to get out here now. Like, I can't wait to have you in this team, and these spots won't be open forever. So I really want you guys to just get here and take them. Sounds legit. We heard this dude's name within our industry for a minute or two, due to a product, and we had a lot of mutual friends. So that being said, we thought we could super trust Taz. Well, we pack up our lives and we get in our U-Haul and our little ass car. We're like, all right, we're doing this. We're going. Go there and we can work. So, needless to say, we had just enough money to get there, do what we needed to, whatever. He's like, stay with us for a minute till you get a place. It's totally cool. I want you guys out here now. So just get out here. You can stay in our bunkhouse. We're like, all right, because then it'll give us a minute to actually be able to find a place in Oregon, which is actually really hard to do. And not have to worry about it because we could just work. And then within a week or two, we'd be able to get a place. Like, no problem. Just had to find it. We get there. Taz isn't even there. Taz is not there to greet us as we roll in his state. He's at some fucking football game or some shit, because that's super more important than being a fucking human. Anyway, so Taz's partner, which I will preface, is one of my best friends now in the entire world, and he's an amazing human. So, and I can say also, you know, a year and a half down the road, this person married us. He's one of our best friends. So, he was like, I'll meet you guys for dinner because Taz isn't here. That's totally cool. And he proceeds to tell us that we can't just work. We don't have anything to qualify to even remotely try to get to that place of work in Oregon. Because not only do you have to have a license, but you have to have 3 years tax record. Which we had some off and on for him, but not for me. I had not been tattooing that long, and we did not know that. So we didn't have any of these things, so we could not work, or we could potentially risk ever being able to work in Oregon, which we did not want to do. So after Taz jacks around a bunch of times and is like, oh, we can fix this, oh, here we can do this to make this happen, or blah blah blah. It's not like we were newbies. We weren't green on the scene. We knew what we were doing. We knew how to tattoo. We knew about bloodborne pathogens, etc., etc. We just couldn't work in Oregon because of laws. So he kept us on for like a couple weeks, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to do this, and he's feeding us a bunch of bullshit. Eventually, other people start getting uptight because he's lying to us, and we don't know what's going on, and we don't know who to trust, and everybody's like two-faced, and don't trust this person, don't trust this person. Like our best friend, we weren't allowed to talk to him because we would have hurt Taz's feelings. Get the out of here. You're a grown man. Anyway, this man let us come across the country thinking that we could work, knowing full well that we couldn't. He was okay with that in his mind. And let me tell you, without naming names, he's done this to at least 4 or 5 other people in this country. Center. This is makeup time. Okay. That being said, if you know me at all, I am very East Coast. I stand up for myself in a hot minute. Up to any guy, up to anyone. I don't care what size you are. I don't care who you're affiliated with. If you fucked me over consciously and were okay with it, bitch, you're going to get yours. You're going to get yours. So needless to say, I sent my husband downstairs, and I was like, look, this is what's going to happen. You're going to tell him that he's getting us a truck out of here. He's filling it with gas because we have no money at this point. We have not been able to work for a month. As he's playing us and telling us we'll figure something out, we'll make it work, we can do it, blah, 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 blah. I was like, you're going to go down there, and he is going to get us a truck, and he's going to fill it with gas, and we are going to California, where our friends are that give a shit about us and don't want to see us fail and be on the streets because you fucking lied to us. So my husband went downstairs and was like, look, my wife is pissed off. I'm pissed off. We can't work. You've been lying to us. Here's what you got to do. You got to get us a truck out of here, and you got to fill it with gas because fuck you, basically. So anyway, he's like, I don't have any money. I can't do that. I can't afford that. Oh, that's terrible. You can fucking go all around the country and spend money on a bunch of bullshit and toys, but you can't fucking take care of people when you take them across the country. All right, I guess that's acceptable. It's not at all. Anyway, he's like, basically, you're going to do this, or my wife's going to come down here, and you don't want that. Needless to say, the next day, we had our moving truck filled with gas, and we were getting the fuck out of there. I didn't see him face to face after that for years. No, not years. Half a year. Half a year. But we got the gas in the truck, and we went to California. very broken at this time. We essentially were homeless because we trusted someone in our industry, said they weren't going to fuck us over, and let us come across the country, 2,200 miles, to say, oh no, don't trust these people, don't trust these people, but you can trust me, even though I lie to you constantly. All right, so life starts over. We're with friends in California within a month because we're fucking hustlers and we work and we tattoo and we make shit happen. We had our own apartment. So we lived in Central Cali, which we made some good friends. We made some amazing friends. I'm so happy for that. But I hated it. I hated that area so much. It was just not a pleasant time in our lives. But while we were there, I got pregnant. Yay! And yeah, that was also a big change. So we got a place. We're living in California now, whatever, fuck it. We deal with what we have to and make life work, you know? And we're in California, and it was just, we lived around Fresno, and it's the most disgusting shit stain of anything. Sorry to my friends who live there still, but I fucking hate that place. It's gross. Fresno's gross. So, I'm pregnant, and we decide one day we're going to take like a day trip down to San Francisco. And I'm not shitting you, within a half hour of us being in San Francisco, we're both like, oh fuck, we want to live here. We need to live here. So, here's where life really turns and gets amazing. Friends of ours owned a shop on Pier 39, which if you know where that is, you can see Alcatraz from there. Our stations overlooked the sea lions, and it's the most amazing place I've ever tattooed in my life. We moved to San Francisco, lived in Oakland, and we got to watch sea lions all day, meet people from around the world, and fucking make bank. It was beautiful. We did live in the ghetto because it is damn expensive to live there, but we made it work. We were legitimately between red and blue, and like, we were respectful. They didn't fuck with us. It was cool, whatever. I almost feel sometimes that Harrisburg, Pennsylvania was worse than Oakland in some ways. But so I have my baby in California, my Berkeley baby. We're working in San Francisco. It was an amazing time. And we lived there for about a year and a half. And it's very, very expensive, and we needed much more space. And we decided at that point in time, because the shop was closing that location, they had many locations, that we would move to Arizona because we had locations there. If you know me at all, you know I hate the heat. I am a country girl. I don't mind snow. I just don't want to shovel it. But 110 degree weather is not something I like at all. So we lived there for a while, and yeah, we lived there for a while. And not only did I have to deal with forces inside that home that were way, way beyond my control, and were super dark, but I hated the state. I hated going out. We didn't, we had a couple friends, but nobody hung out. Nobody did anything. We had a baby. So we didn't have a ton of friends there. I was very lonely, and I hated the state. And we only spent a year there because I was like, we have to get out. This is where my vision board comes into play. This is where the positivity really starts to kick in. It started to kick in when we were in California and Oakland, but once we left, or started to plan to leave Arizona, was when it it started to change. I made a vision board and I put on it, I'm glad that we moved to Oregon. I'm glad we got a house. I'm glad I got my truck. We're happy, healthy, wealthy. I'm doing good in school. So yeah, that's going amazing. I got the truck that I drew on that paper. Everything on that paper came true. So I put it into the universe. I asked for it. I made it a goal and I made it happen. So fast forward from us moving across country to almost 2 years ago now. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. It's been 1.5 years we've been in Oregon, and we are happy, healthy, successful, and wealthy when it comes to family, what we have, and the friends that we have here. It's incredible. And I'm emphasizing this right now because Taz. Let's go back to Taz. Hi, Taz. We are now living in the same city once again with some of our best friends. They used to be his best friends before he fucked them over. And his old clients. And anyway, all the people that left him, which is why he needed us to come across the country so suddenly and quick, because his whole staff was leaving, we're now friends with. All of them. All of them. So, Taz writes a book after this ridiculous show that he had and whatever. It's funny that I do this video today because 5 years ago today, we were in Oregon for the first time, hoping and praying that some shit would fucking happen so that we would be able to stay in the state that we liked and tattoo. But it wasn't going to happen. But 5 years ago today, I met Butch Patrick. And at the time, I was sponsored by Eddie Munster Machines. I no longer am because I don't want to be. Didn't want to be years ago. That's a whole different story. And I don't really care to talk about it. But I got to meet Butch Patrick 5 years ago today. And he was such a cool dude. And like, got to hang out with him all day. And it was just fun. And anyway. So, Taz writes this book like 1 year or 2 ago or some shit. I don't really know. But he writes this book talking about pretty much everybody he's met in the industry. I don't know why. I mean, other than the fact that his life pretty much does suck. So, to write about his life and the truth would just be a fucking hard bottle to swallow. Anyway. He wrote about me and my husband in this book, along with many of my other friends. Some of them he likes still. Some of them don't know who he really is, like as a person. A lot of them do know now. A lot of them are in the book. It's hilarious. But let me just say, I'm not a pill-popping head case. Or an alcoholic, and my dog didn't piss all over your floor. I didn't vacuum. I'm pretty sure I didn't vacuum, but I don't give a fuck about that. Other than that, we weren't in your way. We didn't fuck you over other than taking that truck back. Empty. Oh, it was empty? Oh. Anyway, we didn't succeed on the West Coast and had to go running back or some horse shit like that. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. We're still here. Still here. Doing better than ever, I must say. We have an amazing place to live. I have an amazing, healthy son. We have 2 dogs, 2 cats. I have a 59 Chevy Apache. My husband's got a 50s coupe. We're both working, succeeding, and loving our friends in life. That's why we're wealthy. Not because we claim to have a bunch of shit or claim to have money or give a fuck about anyone's opinion. We're just nice to people. We're good people, and we're going to keep it that way. So, as for those pages, also, last year at Christmas time, oh, it was amazing. Me and my husband, this was the day that I found out about the book and that he wrote about us in his book. Okay. Quite hilarious, to say the least, because, I mean, just the amount of lies within like 3 pages and the people that we're friends with is like absurd. But, that day we found out about the book. Oh, we walked into Toys R Us. One of my last moments of Toys R Us. Oh, I walked in, and guess who I see? Taz! Fucking Taz! Taz and his woman. So, they stick their heads down immediately, and try to rush out of there, like, as quick as they possibly can. And let me tell you, I just rose my arm and I fucking laughed. I waited 4 years for that, to look at them and laugh, because they are a joke. They are shitty people, and they do shitty stuff, and I don't have to come at them for fucking anything, and I don't have to say his name, because I don't give a fuck. You did this. This is the tea. This is the real tea, bitches. Made my heart. Like, I don't care what you do. I don't care what your business is. Leave me the fuck alone. But I got to look at you and laugh, because you are wrong. You are so wrong, and you so misunderstood the quality of people that we are. So, here we are 5 years later, and God, it's just good stuff. It's just good stuff. We love living here. We love our friends. We have so many amazing friends here. Yeah, and I don't know, who cares what that guy's doing, but, wow. It's crazy how stuff works out, and, like, it's just crazy. Just crazy how some stuff works. That's really all I can say about that, I guess. But, to keep with my channel, I know this was a little catty, maybe. Maybe some people didn't like it. Not really worried about that, because this is an experience that happened to me because of this person. I was essentially homeless. I didn't have a job, and I went back to zero on trusting people. 100%. You don't uproot a family and bring them across the country lying to them and not give a fuck what happens to them afterwards. It will come back to you. On my second note, today is also the 1-year anniversary, and you would think that I would have some motherfucking product. around here. I don't. Okay, so Me to a Tea moisturizer is the skincare moisturizer that me and my husband use. Hello, camera. Not only to tattoo with, but to use as aftercare. I use it as my moisturizer, my base moisturizer, and you can also use it to remove makeup. Bum, bum, bum. Today is the 1 year retail anniversary of Me to a Tea. I'm going to do a giveaway. So, like and subscribe and comment on this video. If you do, and you're the first 5 people to do so, I will send you a free sample of my product. First 5. First 5 people, I will send you a sample tin, a half-ounce tin of my product for you to try just for being here and even making it this far in my story time. Like and subscribe and do all that. The first 5, I'll send you something. Just do it. Just do the shit. Just do the shit to watch me, okay? Do it. So 1 year anniversary of my company. I'm an entrepreneur. I have been forever. I have always made stuff. Ever since I was a very early teen, I made stuff so I had some kind of money because it wasn't an option otherwise. So it's a big deal to me that a year ago I was at a convention, the PNW Tattoo Expo, that's put on by Tim. It was the first time I sold my product at a convention or in public, and I sold out, and everyone seemed to love it. It blows my mind. It blows my mind then and everyday sense that it does so well, and I'm shipping it around the world, and that people buy cases, and that I can't really make it fast enough, that I had to move production. Ah! You guys, it's incredible. So, for your glow up today, the glow up is attitude, because our best friend, Joshua South, who married us, get the connection, he married us, said that we don't always have to be our brains. Our heart can say no. You don't always have to say yes. You don't always have to say no. You don't always have to listen. You fucking grab that thought and throw it away if it's fucking bugging you. Throw that shit away. Move on and try not to dwell on that shit that really hurts you, because you really just keep hurting yourself. And it's so easy to say, and it's easy to hear, but to do is a whole lot harder, and I understand that 100%. I've been there, but I can't express how much of a difference it made in my life to really make sure that that was a thing, that I paid attention to how my brain was focusing and what I was focusing on, because I didn't need that negativity anymore. I didn't need to hate, and it's very easy to do so, especially when people fuck you over. And I don't hate Taz. I don't hate him, and I'm gonna tell you why. If it wasn't for Taz, I might not have come to the West Coast. If it wasn't for Taz, I might not have made some of the best friends in the world. So, today, wow, positivity in the past 5 years has gotten me so much I can't even tell you all the opportunities, like from photo shoots in LA with my t-shirts, or photo shoots in Portland that get published internationally, like mind-blowing shit, because I fucking worked for it and I made it happen, not because no one else gave it to me, and not because I wrote anybody's back. So you can do it too. Like, you can do it too. You can do whatever you want in this life or in your industry. You just have to work for it. Nothing is given to us. It doesn't matter, like, what you think you see on one side. Like, shit doesn't happen that way. You have to work for it. Sure, some people are given stuff, but you know who those people are. Who fucking cares about them? Do your own thing. Do it. Do it, do it. I feel like I don't have enough on my eyes today. I'm like just so into story time. So story time was fun. If you hung out this long, thank you. The whole moral of my story today was, oh man, life will give you some shit. Let me tell you. I mean, we were broke, essentially homeless, but we had careers and it wasn't like we didn't have any of our shit together. It was circumstances that fucked us over. And because of those circumstances, we got to do a whole bunch of other stuff that we probably would have never, ever done if we wouldn't have come here in the first place. So, yeah, it's weird the way stuff works sometimes. Excuse me. But, gosh, I often say that I don't want to be one of those people that says everything happens for a reason, but shit kind of does. We pick our paths and we do stuff and stuff happens to us, and it's how we react and what we do after that changes the way our lives are. And that's what we really need to think about. How we react and how we present ourselves. Because if I saw Taz today, I would smile so big, that he would again drop his head and walk away from me. You know. But that's besides the point. Because I truly, honestly don't give a shit. I just don't. Dip into this Jeffrey frosting. I need some glitter on here. Man, it's been a good story time, guys. It's been a good story time. God, I love this color so much. Charm. So, I don't even know. I'm a little speechless right this second. Just all the stuff that we've done in the past couple years. You know, it's crazy. Crazy sometimes to think about. Never thought I would live in Oakland, you know, and that was like, it was cool. I liked it a lot. I didn't like that you really couldn't get to any cops or any shit like that if you really needed to, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I feel like I need to smoke this eye out a little bit more. So guys, I am almost done here, I guess. I'm really just messing around at this point. know if I feel like doing anything to my eyebrows. No. So how do I want to end this video, guys? The giveaway, make sure you like and subscribe, and comment if you really want to try my skincare. I don't give out samples usually. I don't really do PR. That's not my thing. I don't need to. I love getting my name out there, but as far as just giving away products, I like to do giveaways, but I'm not gonna send you some shit just because you think you're special. Sorry if you think that's rude. Not trying to be. Anyway, guys, I hope everyone has an amazing day. I'm going to, and I hope you do too. Thanks everyone for listening, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can hear my next story time. Later, bye.